What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another amazing video. See what I did there? I'm your host, SuperCliff, and today we're going to be covering the amazing Mary Jane, issue number 1, written by Leah Williams and the art by Carlos Gomez. This 5-issue miniseries spins from the pages of Nick Spencer's The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 25, making this the very first Mary Jane-centric series. And without further ado, I say that it's about time that we get right into it, so let's do it. The issue begins with Mary Jane, who's dressed up in a, well, to quote Hollywood, the sexiest outfit that will inspire audiences for generations. And as we can see, MJ's taking on both Dr. Octopus and Kraven the Hunter. But wait, isn't Doc Ock the superior Spider-Man? And didn't Kraven kill himself in Spencer's Hunted storyline? Well, check it. For you see, folks, for this is all pretend, as it's quickly revealed to be a movie set where all sorts of theme park cinema is filmed. But more importantly, it's where MJ is currently filming her starring role. A film that, unbeknownst to her, is written and being directed by Spider-Man's villainous fishbowl head, Mysterio. And speaking of fishbowl head, who's currently under the guise of director and screenwriter Cage McKnight, that's who Mary Jane is off to go see. For MJ feels that her character's dialogue is pretty bad, and like we're talking Tommy Wiseau quality. But let's face it, Mysterio fans, Quentin Beck was never really known for his outstanding writing capabilities. Eventually, after searching every square inch of the movie set, MJ finally comes across Cage McKnight. But McKnight, aka Mysterio, is quick to run away. But unfortunately for him, Mary Jane is quick to catch up, and boy oh boy is she ticked off as she begins to interrogate McKnight. Admitting that she was a bit skeptical with the amount of felons working on set, she felt that in a weird artistic way it made sense, since after all, this film is a biopic of Mysterio. But with McKnight dodging her lead actress on a consistent basis, MJ can't help but feel that this is all part of a scam, thereby threatening to quit unless she gets some legitimate answers. Left with no options, McKnight decides to come clean to Mary Jane and reveals himself to be Quentin Beck, the villainous Mysterio. MJ's bullshit alert starts to pop off, but Mysterio attempts to persuade MJ with a last-ditch effort of final desperation. Mysterio goes off to explain that his deception was the only way for his film to be made, since no one in Hollywood takes Beck seriously. Mysterio also adds that he didn't know how much time he has left. Perhaps this may have something to do with the mysterious Kindred character back in Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man. MJ starts getting direct, asking Mysterio if what's here is actually real or just another one of his illusions. Mysterio confirms that everything she sees is legit, as well as the crew, and since Mysterio is portraying Cage McKnight, he was able to secure funding for the film's budget. MJ then asks the obvious question, where is the real McKnight? Mysterio tells Mary Jane not to worry, for the real McKnight is currently at the Falkland Islands, where he's shooting the summer blockbuster version of Jaws, but for penguins. And with Beck knowing that the real McKnight is a perfectionist when it comes to casting, it gives Mysterio and MJ the time to complete their magnum opus. After forming several wrinkles due to how insane the situation has become, we see that Mary Jane, because she's such a kind person, accepts Mysterio's plea on the condition that the story and her character receive better writing. Mysterio agrees, and under the guise of Cage McKnight, takes MJ on a tour of all the film's set pieces. Later that night, MJ and Peter have themselves a chat, catching up on everything on both their ends. And it's quite cheesy, but just the right kind of cheese. But unfortunately, whenever something's going well with Spidey or friends, something bad is sure to follow, because it's here where we pick back up with the Savage Six, created during the Hunted storyline. And the Savage Six's leader and fellow Sinister Six member, Vulture, decides to visit Mysterio's movie set. And that was The Amazing Mary Jane, issue number 1. And if you really think about it, it's hard to imagine 2019 marks the first time in which Marvel Comics gave the okay for an MJ solo series. Mary Jane, who's widely known as Peter Parker's love interest, is so much character. Over the years, she's been through so much and just has grown as a character. Basically, at the end, she's more than just a love interest. And so I always thought writers could do a lot with her character alone. And The Amazing Mary Jane proves exactly that. She's able to plan and come up with goals without Spider-Man pushing the plot. Leah Williams, who's known to have a Hollywood background, depicts the industry's behind the scenes hilariously yet truthful. MJ and Mysterio's banter back and forth is also really fun, and it's really nice to be reading a non-cosmic ending story. Gomez's art is great. Lots of light-hearted drawing is shown across the panels. I'm also a fan of Leia bringing back Vulture and his Savage Six. Overall, I'm giving this issue an 8 out of 10. So yeah, if you're looking for a simple comedic Marvel read, then pick this issue up. And that wraps up today's video. If you guys like my content, please hit that subscribe button, as well as hit the bell symbol, so that the world of comics is never missed out. Peace, guys.